Have you ever had a boyfriend who would get petty just because you didn't hug him? The other night, my boyfriend and I were about to sleep, when I noticed our dogs started peeing on the bed. I immediately jumped up and pulled all the blankets off. I grabbed all the stuff to sanitize what seeped through to the mattress. I fetched new blankets. Then, I took the dog outside to make sure he got it all out. Mind you, there was a full-blown Hurricane Idalia going on outside. When I came back inside soaking wet, the pee blankets were all still on the floor. My boyfriend was lying in bed watching television. It was already rubbing me the wrong way. I felt like I had no help. He did not even throw the blankets in the wash. I have to admit, it stung a little. It would have been nice to have a little help, so we could both get back into bed. Once I sat back into bed, he was lying down, facing the opposite way as me. He grabbed my sleeve. He started pulling me down to him. I knew he wanted me to hug him. He pulled me all the way to him and said, "Why won't you hug me?" And I said, "Why don't you meet me halfway for this hug?" He immediately was pissed off. He said, "I don't get why you won't just hug me." So I replied in an almost goofy and upbeat way to keep it lighthearted. I felt the tension setting in. I said, "I was just joking. Come and give me a hug." His response to that was, "We don't have to hug at all." And I was like, "I never said that. I need a hug, too, so hug me back." He gave me a half-hearted hug. Then, it was just weird. I brushed it off. I didn't care, and eventually, we went to sleep. The next morning, I woke up about an hour before him. I took the dogs out. I did some laundry and some cleaning. He came out of the room finally. He didn't even glance my way. He didn't say good morning. He didn't give me a kiss. He literally did not look at me. He was on the phone with his friend, acting like I didn't even exist. After 2 to 3 hours of him being on the phone, while I was cleaning up our shell collection, he and his friend got on the topic of lucid dreaming. His friend asked what his lucid dream was. Now I know what this dream is because he told me about it before. It was a lucid dream about having intimacy with 3 of his girlfriends. He responded to his friend by saying, "Well, I can't say right now because it's inappropriate. But dude, it was pretty sweet." I was immediately turned off. Pretty sweet? It felt so insensitive. It made me feel disrespected. That feeling, on top of feeling sad that I have been treated like a ghost for a few hours already, really brought me to a low feeling. Evening came, and I just had to ask him why I deserved to get treated like this. After some gaslighting and trying to tell me it wasn't intentional, he finally admitted the main reason. He said that he was treating me bad because I didn't hug him last night. It ended up turning into a whole fight. I tried to explain to him in more detail the reason why I didn't hug him. He just said I was playing games. He told me that it was childish of me to use the whole peace situation as an excuse not to make him feel loved. The whole argument really blew. It started petty, but I became really angry. He was in full-blown defense mode. He wasn't seeing my side at all. He had no remorse for making me feel so hurt. I told him there was nothing I did to warrant him treating me this way. I even apologized for not hugging him. But he didn't apologize for anything he did to me. Then, mid-argument, I saw him holding in a smile. It felt almost sadistic. I said, "What's funny?" And he lost it. He started cracking up to the point he had tears in his eyes. I felt a click. I felt like he was enjoying my pain and desperate cries for empathy. I started bawling. I quickly hopped into the shower to drown out my crying. Once I got out, he tried to apologize and said, "I'll make it up to you." And that was it. I felt so weird still. He acted like nothing happened. It's like he thought it was okay to joke about my feelings. My hurt never gets addressed. I don't know how to make him take my feelings more seriously.